So, friends, let's go ahead and begin our practice today. Yesterday, I gave quite a review um, on what we've been doing for the month of March in the Spokane Sangha. And that is a vipassana practice, which is a practice of deep looking. That is a type of meditation. It's about allowing your mind to really concentrate on something. It could be a sore in your finger. It could be a particular posture that you're holding in your body. You could spend time in meditation breathing in an interaction that went sour with a coworker. And the intention behind it is to really try to tease out as many angles and aspects of it as possible. Because so often what happens in our habit energy, in that reactive mind, is we look at a situation, we look at an interaction, and we limit the looking based on our own personal experience, based on our feelings, based on our beliefs, based on all of that first person idea. I think it was last week that Marty brought us through a meditation. It's a very common spiritual story about the blind monks who are all feeling different parts of the elephant. And each aspect of the elephant that they feel is true, but only when they come together with all of their perspectives does the truth of the elephant reveal itself. And so we have to practice getting into somebody else's perspective, seeing things from angles that we don't often explore. That is a vipassana practice. And so one of the things that I like to do is take single words and just play with them conceptually. So yesterday I reviewed what the words were that we've been reviewing, and I brought forward last night's practice, which is the word options. So that's what we're going to play with and explore tonight, is the concept of options. So I'd like to invite the chime to sing and really bring us to mindful attention. Welcome, everyone. This is Recovery Dharma. My name is Julia. I'm one of the facilitators of the Spokane Sangha. It is such a privilege to be here today. I'd like to begin our practice with a sentiment of metta. This is actually a Julia-ism. These are we made a couple of Julia-isms into stickers because once you hear them, they kind of stick. You never forget them. I'm a little bit like that mother voice that you just are like, rah, rah, I can't get rid of her. All right, so this one is practice makes practice. We are dispelling with the notion that we are practicing for perfection. We are not. We are practicing to practice. So with that, I welcome you to this beautiful practice, to this wonderful exploration of options. And yesterday, I brought forward the distinction between synonyms, options, and choice. And my intention for bringing that forward is there's a narrative in recovery circles and really in the social stigma of recovery that would suggest people with substance use disorder are making a choice. You're choosing to use substances. You're choosing to become addicted. You're choosing to blow up your life. You're choosing to do all of these things. And you know what? It is true. And it's not the whole truth. Not even close. At some point in all of our journeys, We were presented with options and we made a choice. What happened after that was a whole other story. So, one of the things that's really important to remember is the number one killer of motivation, encouragement, the thing that keeps us going when the going is rough, when we have a craving, when we're working through a recurrence, when we're dealing with family members and friends and allies who can't help but project all of their anxiety about our behavior, and they patrol and police everything that we're doing. The number one thing that limits a person's motivation to stay the course is a lack of options. And one of the things that happens, regrettably, in recovery circles is many people are given only two options. Do this. Ooh, I just got bubbles or balloons on my screen. Let's see if I can do that again. That was a heap of fun. Yeah, whatever it is. All right, people. So look at that. We get to work with that. Distractions. Options. We're given two. I'm going to hold it back here. We're given two options. Oh, it still does it. See all my balloons, people? Look at that. Two balloony options. Do this. The other option is or else. How motivating is that? Probably not very motivating. Probably not a setup and an environment for sustained recovery, because it doesn't instill the mind and the heart with confidence. Oh, I could do this, or I could do that, or I could do this, or I could do that, because the journey of recovery is long. It's a grow slow endeavor, and it takes a long time. So we have to have options. And when we have options, many options before us, we suddenly feel instilled with a sense of hope. I can do this. And then, with options, with hope, then we feel empowered to make wise choices. And not only that, we feel empowered to make a choice and then be curious about what happens. We can stay open to, okay, I've made this choice and whoops, it didn't work out. I'm still okay, but that choice, I did it, I engaged with it, and it wasn't for me. Okay, now we know. Let's look at our options again and see if we can make another choice. So this is how those synonyms, choice and options, cohabitate, and they complement one another. It is worth saying, once again, as emphasis, that when we are in habit energy, when we are in the midst of terrible confusion and suffering and pain, a couple of things happen. One is the diminishment of options. We don't see them. We're too overwhelmed by substance use and confusion. And because we don't see options, we tend to not make good choices. The choices are usually related to our habit energy. And you've all experienced this even on the outside of recovery and substance misuse. Anytime you're sick or anytime you've been in pain, it's really difficult to see options of getting better or doing something good for yourself because the mind is too preoccupied with feeling crummy. And you just want to feel better right now. And you'll choose anything to make that happen. So The deep looking at options is a practice of taking stock and really reminding ourselves of how well we're doing, the way we can keep going, the things that we can try on to see how they fit, the curiosity we can engage so that we have access to understanding. Ooh, I tried that 3 times, and every single time I had this experience or this feeling. Now I understand what that is, and I don't think I'm going to engage that anymore. On the other hand, I tried this, and I had these experiences and these feelings, and I feel absolutely encouraged to keep going. I've got this third option, and I don't know what's going to happen. I'm curious about it. Let's see. Yesterday, I brought forward working with options when a craving arises. What can you do? Physiologically, the first thing to do is hydrate the body with water. I always encourage people to use lemon, real lemon. Cut a slice of lemon in your water. It does 2 things. One is the scent of lemon is a very positive activator in the brain. The other is it's healing for the liver. Another option, check your hunger. You might be hungry. Take a look at your emotions. Are you bored? Are you angry? Are you lonely? Take a look at your surroundings. Are you in an environment that brought forward a memory, a past memory? Look at the conditions of your craving before you act on it. That's an option. Tomorrow in Sate Seva, we're going to explore the mindfulness practice of encouragement. And one of the ways to deepen our understanding of encouragement is to bring forward, get a handle on all of the ways we feel discouraged. The journey of recovery can be very discouraging at times. It's tenacious, it's arduous, it's boring at times, it's difficult, it's taxing and tiring. There's a lot of expectation. We put a lot of demand on ourselves. Actually, we set ourselves up for disappointment and discouragement. It's part of a pattern of habit energy that many people engage. It's a pattern that seeks to feel bad, which can justify feeling worse using substances. So when we get discouraged, when we have that sensation and that feeling, what are the options we could do? What are the things that we could engage? Number one option for me is find something soft. A soft shirt, comfortable shoes, a soft hat or scarf. I have a couple of flannel eye pillows that I really like, and if I'm feeling discouraged, I'll lie down and I'll put that soft eye pillow on my face. When feelings of discouragement arise, another option is to reach out to somebody. Call someone and say, I'm feeling discouraged. Could you help me hold that feeling for a while? Another option might be to invite curiosity in and ask yourself, wow, what is this discouragement all about? Do I understand the conditions and causes of it? Can I get curious about it? Another option might be, I think I just want to feel discouraged. I think I'm just going to breathe with it for a bit. Another option might be to activate Tonglen, Tonglen. Tonglen is the beautiful meditative practice of recognizing that you're not alone. If you're feeling discouraged, you can bet that someone somewhere else in the world is feeling discouraged too. So you take a moment with full intention and awareness to breathe in that discouragement, almost like a toxic smoke. Breathe it in. Your discouragement, somebody else's discouragement, be fearless about it. Allow your wise, good heart to be activated, and on the exhalation, breathe out an intention of compassion, patience, ease. You breathe in your discouragement and the discouragement of others, and you breathe out compassion, patience, and ease for yourself and others. Through your effort, other people will be at ease. What a beautiful option. When discouragement arises, another option is totally to distract yourself. Watch a movie, fold your laundry, clean out your closet. I would simply encourage you to do those activities, but do so with intent. Recognize I am feeling discouraged. I don't want to feel this right now. So I'm going to distract myself. That is impeccable awareness. Do you see where I'm going with these options? When you're feeling anything, the options to be with it, to recognize it, to work with it, to understand it are limitless. But we can't see that well if we are contending with the obscuring nature of substances, which is why we have a precept that encourages us not to take intoxicants. It limits our capacity to engage our options. I think on the journey of recovery, trying new things is really difficult, and it's also completely liberating. And I would encourage you not to force it, but I would also encourage you to go for it. Yesterday, we heard this wonderful share from a Sangha member who let us know that he decided to go to a batting cage with his kid. And it was just like this spontaneous, random thing that just happened. But then there was this awareness of, when was the last time I did this? And I'm having so much fun doing this. What a great option. It can be as natural as that. trust that organic unfurling of your options and be surprised and joyful about it. Options support wise choices. May your options appear with ease and beauty, with curiosity, and in the fullest of support for your journey. So, with that, let's go ahead and end our practice with a dedication of merit. And I'd like to share with you a little moment of mindfulness by Thich Nhat Hanh. This is his book, Moments of Mindfulness. I love this little book. And I'd just like to bring you back into the practice, back into your postures, knowing that any awareness you gained here today, any positive experience you had, any healing or insight, these are things that are like treasures. They're just precious gems, and we don't keep them for ourselves. We share them. Our healing is everybody's healing. Our awareness is everybody's awareness. Just like our suffering can be affected by it, can be projected and affect everybody. So we really try to create a practice that is easy and full of peace and healing. Thich Nhat Hanh writes, "Our message is first and foremost a non-verbal one. Our message is our own action." May your actions this evening be gentle. May you go into your rest with so much ease and peace. May you settle in with full confidence and joy. May you entertain notions of compassion and self-acceptance. May all of these actions come alive in you and bring healing into a world desperate to have it. Thank you for your practice, friends. We'll see you next time. Namaste.